Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. All day, all Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and tell a friend. Go ahead and hit that subscribe so you don't forget when I go live. Please leave a comment and and go in. You can even chit chat with your friend here at this place we call Ray Ray all day. Ray Ray all day. Ray Ray all day. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming back. I hope you told a friend. What's up, y'all? We here to talk about a little Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 2 reunion. This is that review, y'all. Yeah. It was pretty good. A little dry, of course, because Mary wasn't there, she protesting. She's not really into all the hoopla about her church and innuendos about Cameron and Karen on, but it is what it is, girl, when you got stuff going on that don't look right. But hey, can't please everybody. I wish her well. I heard she came back, but I don't know. I gotta see what's going on before I report on it, because you never really know what's going on in these streets. But I do know for a fact she wasn't there for that reunion, part 1 or 2. She made it known that she was not impressed nor happy about what was being talked about her church and the things about her, and she didn't show up. So that's what Andy said, child. But they didn't stop them from talking about her. I mean, whoa. I mean, I guess they said, forget it. We're going to talk about them if they don't show up or not. This is the second time this happened, right? Maybe it's the third time. But I think it's definitely the second time that they talked about somebody who wasn't there. Anywho, well, maybe not Bravo, but it happened with ladies who list. Kiana wasn't there, and they kept talking about her. But anyway, back to SLC. So Mary, they talking about her, and pretty much she's like, I ain't happy. I don't like it. I ain't with it. But from what we saw over the season, I can say this: some things Mary said were problematic, and she should not have said it, or she should have said it differently. For instance, with the issue with when she spoke about Mexicans when she spoke about Jen Shaw resembling Mexican cartel thugs, and she fumbled her words, and it sounded like she was describing Mexicans, but I really didn't like the way Bravo edited the second time, maybe the third time they flashed back to Mary saying that the first time they aired it, they allowed the full context to come through, where you see she's fumbling over her words. She's not outright. She didn't pull a Leanne from Real Housewives of Dallas. Now that was a racial slur. Let me tell you. If you don't know, what was that, season 3 of Real Housewives of Dallas, or maybe season 2? Leanne, she was the original of the show, and she was problematic, saying things that were racist. And one of those things were, she described her animosity and outrage and frustration and anger with her castmate, who happens to be of a Latina descent. I forget where, but it's evidently known by the way she looks, talks. She is definitely loves her culture. Again, I forget. I seen that whole series. I forgot where she was from. Anyway, Leanne was dismissed from the show because, it was very evident the way she was. Look up Real Housewives of Dallas if you don't believe me, or if you want to see for yourself. Actually, me and my girl E is going to review Housewives of Dallas. Yeah, we going to get that going for you. Dallas used to be popping. I really wish it would come back. Maybe Houston, or keep it in Texas. But I like those ladies. There was some racial problematic stuff going on, not just with Leanne. And it was downright, with Dr. Tiffany Moon. And man, listen, me and my girl E is gonna get it popping for y'all about Dallas. But anyway, back to Mary and whatnot. Mary was just trying, she fumbled her words and didn't describe what she needed to describe. She's not the best conversationalist, and you can tell there's a little deficit there with how she delivers certain messages. And so anyway, with enough of that, Mary wasn't there. That's it. That's all on Mary, I guess. We may bring her up later. Jen. Now we all know what's going on with her and her alleged thievery of old people's monies and carrying on. And child, 3, 4, 5, how many different letter folk bureaus after her, but yet she want to blame Meredith. Okay, girl. She got thing with Lisa. Apparently, she got thing with everybody who don't feel comfortable being around her. Really? That's where we at, Jen. Girl. But wait. Towards the end of the season, when they was getting all on Meredith's case, and Jen was pressuring Meredith about friendship and whatnot, and it got hot again at the party. Meredith got mad and said, listen, you want to bring up my relationship again? You keep bringing up stuff that I say don't bring up. My family, my relationship. Now you want to bring up something that I had nothing to do with as far as your case. You want to start bringing up stuff? I will bring up all the boyfriends of y'all. And guess which two said something? I think Jen and Whitney. Ooh, that's the gossip in me, child. That's the gossip in me. Whitney shut her mouth, ate her food, walked off quietly and silently when Meredith said, I will show who everybody is sleeping with. Child. And then Jen, started talking, because, usually when you hit a dog, it holler. Meredith was going off, child. Also, she was giving Lisa the blues about how bad Lisa treated her and yelled at her and didn't really, support her and lied to her about things. Oh, and speaking of lying, Meredith brought up how There may be a lie amongst us. And the name is Lisa Barlow. So the 300,000 apparently, see, the man is resting in peace, but I'm just going to say it real quick. Just going to say it real quick. Real quick. Okay, so apparently the 300,000 Lisa said Cameron mortgaged on his house and mortgage off of his home and gave to Mary was because they were in a romantic relationship and Mary used God to pressure him into giving her money, in God's name, so to speak. What? So then Meredith said, but you told me off camera that it was not 300,000 and it was maybe a tenth of that, which was confirmed by Mary. And Lisa just him and her. I said. I didn't say I didn't. So in a way, Meredith was kind of having Mary's back in a couple of instances that I saw with just, clarifying things and, giving her perspective, not necessarily speaking for Mary, but it sure did sound like she was speaking for Mary a couple of times. I'm just saying, no problem, especially, and I believe she knows and she believes Meredith, that is, since she is an attorney, that speaking on someone who isn't there and who cannot defend themselves is just kind of ethically, questionable as far as, I mean, you can only go so far with the line of questioning about someone who isn't there. But a show is a show, and they're gonna exploitation. It used to be black exploitation, Now it's called exploitation. I guess. What else going on with Meredith? That was pretty much it. She was just, checking folks about her family, and she apologized for, for going off the way she did because she was extra emotional with a whole lot of extra personal stuff no one is aware of, that's not contracted for her to talk about. So, we can all relate when we have stuff that no one knows about or just whatever we're dealing with. So poor Meredith, and I really hope that things work out with her and everything going on. Child. Did we talk about Jen? Yeah, child. Yeah, we done with her. We done with her. Whitney. SMH. Shaking my head. I think she cheating because the way she walked. Go back and watch the episode. The way she scurried along when Meredith was going off about who's zooming who, and who dropped who, and who kicked who, and whatnot. It was too evident. I'm like, oh, why she walk off like that? It reminded me of how Homer Simpson backed up. Okay. Anywho, who we do? Oh, Whitney. I hope now the tea is her husband got some things. Look, I'm gonna skip all over that and go to the gossip. Her husband got some possible Jen Shaw charges brewing. I ain't heard it in a couple months of Sundays, but I'm sure some gonna pop off before summer because it's a lot going on in Salt Lake. It's a lot going on up there. It's not just Jen Shaw they looking at. Apparently, we gonna find out, y'all. So Whitney Rose got her rebranding and all this going on. Hopefully, things will jump off for her and her husband don't go to jail and they ain't got to pay nothing. They can keep moving on with their savings and they can move on with the show. Because I kind of like them. I kind of like her and her husband and all them. But whatever. I hope she all right. Heather. You know, Heather, I see through all that Maybelline. Mm-mm. I admire you for being a boss and, knowing how to get out of things and knowing how to instigate. Because, girl, you was instigating Jenny so hard, ushering her to go mess with Mary and just, going after Mary. Now, first of all, explain to me this. How does all of that vitriol Jen Shaw gave Heather different to where the immaturity and rudeness that Mary gave Heather warrants Heather to cuss Mary out? As profanity is big with religious folks, and again, cutting room floor, I have no clue as to what transpired outside of what I was allowed to see. But yeah, I'm gonna need a little more to know why Heather would cuss Mary out, but not Jen Shaw. Because the scales is unbalanced. Scales are sometimes unbalanced. Better way than all that has to be. Something don't add up. Math ain't mathing. Math ain't mathing. I don't like that. Again, we don't know everything. I can always bet on we don't know everything when we doing these reviews, right? But the way that was cut didn't add up. Sorry. Not sorry. Yeah, and all that ushering Jenny to go antagonize and mess with and do Mary, at Lisa's event. And then Lisa had the audacity to okay and validate what Jenny did to Mary. I guess that's what we doing. Throwing glasses at people at parties and carrying on, as long as it wasn't your dry, dry, boring, as Mary called it, bland, Vita, liquor, girl, no, Some ain't right. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. Ooh, some ain't right. Well, hey, Jersey girls, little, hot tempered and don't mind a little scuffle or two. So maybe that's what it is. I mean, even Frank said Dolores from Real Housewives of New Jersey don't mind a scrap, never did mind a scrap. So, maybe it's a Jersey thing. I don't know. But that didn't add up at all. And since we going in on Lisa girl, you wrong. I believe you need a nutritionist and something wrong. I just feel deficiency. I just because that one day you tried to hibachi, girl, listen, stick with what you know. Get you a chef that can make some good meals and show you the easy meals to make. The easy ones. Like 30-minute meals from prep to clean up, something real quick. Anyway, Lisa got caught lying Lisa lying on Whitney. She got caught lying on Whitney. She got caught lying on Whitney's cousin, who was the friend of Lisa, that Lisa behind the scenes told don't cater or do business with Whitney, be child. Then she got caught lying or stretching uh, Cameron's truth about the three. Oh, there it is. I'm going to talk about that. The 300K. Remember when Lisa said Cameron mortgaged his house for 300K? Well, apparently Meredith called her out, like I mentioned before, about no, you told me off camera that it wasn't 300K. It was a tenth of that. And Mary kind of corroborated that. And they went to commercial or going or something. I'm like, what? Come back and she's hemming and hawing. Lisa, girl, it could be a deficiency. Sometimes things make your have a little altered mental status and make you act a little funny in the head. So, it could be just that. Maybe she just, because we all know her diet. So she has protests to be a fast food queen or whatever she call it. So that's that on that. But it was a cool reunion. They moved Jen's trial date, so it's not gonna be this month in March. Ooh, child, maybe a new trial date for another housewife or another housewife's husband. We don't know. I hope not. It may be a trial date for Mary. I don't know. I hope not. But and that other housewife was fired. The one that we found out was racist and was messing. The one who threw the glass at Mary, and who cussed Mary out the first scene, pretty much from the first scene to the last scene. Anywho, that's that on that. Yeah, the reunion was all that. It was cool. It was nice. I can't wait for next season. Heather disappointed me. I was really disappointed in Heather to see her take that approach. I thought she was more level-headed. Between her and Meredith, I thought they were the most level-headed of the bunch. Right now, Meredith is leading. I don't care what Meredith did wrong. It ain't half as bad as what Heather has portrayed, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, child. But yeah, that's that on that with Real Housewives of Salt Lake City season 2 reunion. That was kind of cute, That was kind of cute. We're gonna find out what happened next time it come on. So let's just wait and see. Anyway, let me know what you think, y'all. Did you like the reunion? Did you like child them outfits? I'm not gonna even go there about them outfits. It was too much go in that have these last couple of weeks, especially Meredith, child. Velvet and velour, feather, VVF, velvet, velour, feather, child. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please let me know what you think. I'll be real interested to know what you think about the show and what you think about my show. All righty. See you next time. Bye.